What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we are checking out the Steam Next Fest, where I stumbled upon something that I think some of you will like. This is a game called None Shall Intrude, and the demo is available for right now that allows you to play through the first little act of the game. And I think it's a pretty solid idea if they can get it fleshed on out and into full release. So, if after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, I got a link for you down below in the description. On top of that, you can also find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream in case you wanted to hang out live. But let's go ahead and start a new game. What is None Shall Intrude? None Shall Intrude is a game where you are basically a Nixia. So if you've ever played World of Warcraft, you've ever played EverQuest, anything of that nature, this is the game where you are the raid boss. You are a dragon that is conquering the map, wiping out every single human being you come across in the defense of your horde. And so, if you've ever seen a game like Slay the Spire, this is a card-based game, but I think it does add a nice little pleasant twist to the equation that makes the game a little bit more interesting and a little bit more fun to play. So for now, we've got to pick somebody that we want to fight. We can fight the Huntress and we'll get a card. Actually, everything here gives us a card, so I guess we'll just start from the top up on this side and we'll give it a go. But you are Nixia. We are the dragon on the left. I don't know if the game has plans to introduce more dragons to the game, although I would highly recommend that. I think that's a really good idea to have different dragons that exemplify different elemental attunements and things of that nature. But in this title, you are a dragon, and it is your job to rampage your way across the map and annihilate the enemy as effectively as dragonly possible. These early fights are going to be really underwhelming, but the way that this game tends to add a twist to the equation is that it's set up on this little square grid right here. And this square grid, every single tile has a state. So for example, this is soil, this is gust, this is lava, this right here is char. And so different elements interact with different ways when you put them on the board. Almost in kind of like a Disgaea way, I guess. Didn't Disgaea have something like that? I think in Disgaea, it was just the tiles had different colors, and different colors interacted with each other in different ways. But the same idea applies here. So for example, if I play a whirlwind on a gust, it will turn into a tornado. And then if I was to play another wind card on that tornado, it would push every single enemy back by one tile. And if they run into other enemies, they take damage. If they go into elemental tiles, they take damage. If I was to play an earth card like this avalanche right here, it's going to create rubble, but if I played another one on top of there, it'll create boulders. And boulders, for every single boulder on the map, you get an extra 100 armor at the beginning of every single turn that's going to help you mitigate damage that enemies deal to you. If I was to put a fireball on a tornado, it lights off an AoE that deals damage to everything on the map, like this. So there you go, you can see how that works. You've got to memorize these things though. Like, the game doesn't really go hugely out of its way to teach you what every single tile interaction does. Instead, you've got this little grid right here. You can take a look and you can go through it to figure out what different things are going to do. So if I was going to put fire on a gust, it'll apply fire to 4 tiles diagonally. If I was to put fire on top of a rubble card, it'll deal 1,000 damage to anything on top of there. Trust me, you will be referencing this very, very frequently because the game needs proper tool tipping. So this right here, for example, should have a little icon that tells you what happens next to each and every one of these to avoid having to take out that little card every 8 to 9 seconds. She's going to get 100 attack right there. I don't know if she's close enough. She is close enough to shoot me. All right. That's very, very nice of you. Let's go. So what does wind on rubble do? It applies earth to the 4 adjacent tiles. I can do that. That'll work out. I'd like to get some more armor up and running. Let's go ahead and we'll do a little fire breath right there just to get this whole little landing area where the enemy is coming from all nice and coated in flame. 100 HP left, but it's not going to matter. She's going to burn to death on top of our lava. At the beginning of the game, you do get to customize your dragon, so your dragon has a talent tree as you play through the game. It is a roguelite, so you will get talent points that you can apply, and then on top of that, as you do various things, you will unlock these aspects of your dragon. So I have Red Rock Scarab, so every time I cast 3 fire cards in one turn, lava tiles just deal 100 more damage permanently until the end of the fight. I've got Guiled Vanity right here. Fire Breath will give me armor for the total amount of damage that I deal to enemies, but it only starts in phase 2 because, as I mentioned, we're a raid boss, and so we have different phases. You can see them denoted right here on our health bar. As we get to lower health, we're going to get deadlier and deadlier and nastier and nastier and nastier. And then I've also got the Dragon Rider Gauntlet. It bombards the map with a meteor every single turn, but only while we're in phase 1. So if my health drops down to here, not going to help me out too much. Inside of our rewards, we've got a card that we can take. I've got an Elemental Flare that'll apply fire all over the place. I've also got an Avalanche. I will take the Avalanche so that I can have kind of like a good armor build going out here. I don't see what I want. I want attack power. Attack power, I've beaten this demo a couple times now, and attack power is always integral. If I can't seem to get 5 or 6 attack power by the end of the game, I always lose. We can get another card. We can get a relic. A relic might be good. Let's go after a relic. So this lady's got an army. I'm going to inhale, and then I'm going to exhale the flame all over them right there because that's a combo card. If I inhale before I blow fire, we get like a 1,000 damage bonus. I'm going to put a whirlwind down right there so I can push these guys back. I'm going to get her standing on fire as soon as possible. She's going to put 2 poison cards inside of our deck. If we don't, those are kind of like curses from Slay the Spire. If I don't purge them, bad things are going to happen. Let's go ahead and let's get some armor running here. So I'm going to play my Avalanche cards. I'm going to play the Whirlwind right there to push them back a little bit. I'm going to Fireball her so that she takes the 300 damage plus the extra damage from starting on that tile right there. We burned up one of her archers. She's going to deal 2,000 damage unless we have armor. Otherwise, we mitigate. So we mitigated that entire turn. I'm going to play an Avalanche right there to keep my armor nice and ticking up. And then I'll probably just blast her with some fireballs because I don't want to destroy my armor tiles. Right now, we're getting 300 armor, so like that's a really good thing for us. All right, she's closed the gap and she's inside proximity. If this card is on hand, take 1,000 damage. Okay, I would rather not take 1,000 damage, so we'll just play those for right now. We're going to push her back as far as we possibly can using our whirlwinds. That's a gold vein right there. If we break that, we get money. Money is used for shops. You'll find shops every now and again because apparently there's an entire genre of merchants that only patronize dragons. Interesting, but I don't know how fundamentally successful that business model is going to be at the end of the day. I do have an avalanche over here. What happens if I put boulder on a char tile? It deals 1,000 damage. I can live with that. 1,000 damage is good. Let's push her back one more time and just keep her up and out of our grill. 2 more poison cards going on out. We also have a rage meter down here. When this maxes out, we get to do a super ability that scorches the entire battlefield. We'll dispense of that poison right there. And 700 damage out right there. And it's created a firebomb. Let's take our relic. We get to pick between tornado tiles. We'll push enemies back 1 more. Boss power hits hero by 100 additional damage per lava tile. That's pretty gnarly, so I'm going to take that. We don't get to use our ultimate that often, but it gets used often enough that I think it'll work out. She's going to give us 75 bucks and 2 cards. Yeah, let's go ahead and go after the shadow. I'm still bummed out that I'm not seeing any attack power anywhere, though. Like, I need attack power very, very badly. Let's apply Earth over to here to get ourselves situated with a little bit of armor at the beginning. We can also get some tornadoes running. I would like to fire breath you 2 idiots because they can fire from way back here and deal damage to me much earlier than I would like to take damage. She's already going to be stacking up poison on us. Animation in this game seems to be pretty good. I'm liking the details that the game has as far as animation and just general presentational goodies goes. Let's throw down a fire breath right there. I want an avalanche right there so that I can get a little bit more armor. We're going to go whirlwind right there to push them back. It's going to buy us a turn or 2, but it's not going to buy us a ton of turns. She just did a buff that gives her a bonus for every sand or grass tile that she's standing on. No sand or grass tiles on this map, so that was going to be a big ol' sloppy misplay for her. Let's go ahead and roast that, get our money, deal a little bit of damage to her. We should get plus 400 damage when we run our rage ability on the enemy. She was going to deal damage unless we had armor. We do have armor. Therefore, she's not really doing anything too effective right there. I'm going to go with an avalanche right there just to get even more armor stacked up. I'm going to keep whirlwinding guys back. We've got a firebomb right there, but I don't really have a way to move her around and get her on top of the firebomb. 2,000 damage dealt to us. No sound effect on that. They're definitely going to want to get that sound effect on in there. I'm just going to keep avalanching myself to get stronger. We'll push her back. What happens with a firebomb? Let's shoot it. Okay, that was nice. I've got my rage ability too, so that'll help out. We'll get a little bit of damage off right there. She's going to step forward, though, and she's definitely going to get a clack on us right here, which is going to be awful unfortunate. If we don't get some attack power, this is going to be a wash of a run. Let's go right there. We'll fire breath you. Whirlwind you back. That did not do what I wanted it to do because I wasn't tracking my diagonals very well. Embarrassed, but it'll be okay. Alright, let's go get the poison out of my hand. I'd like to finish her off, but I just don't know if it's gonna happen. Hey, we knocked her into the firebomb, though. That did okay damage. She'll be dead on the next turn. We have armor, so that attack's not gonna go off. Get her with a fireball. Get him with a fireball. Purge our poison. And then it's pretty much just his lonely self left on the field, and down he goes. There are whelp builds and things in this game. I haven't gotten that far. I don't know if they're going to unlock. We've got Sandworm. Apply Earth combo, gain 800 armor, and it exhausts. Okay. I think I can live with that. Since we only have to play it once, I'm alright with it. Launch 3 meteors, dealing 600... Oh, I do have whelps. Interesting. Well, I mean, we got to go for hatchlings, right? We got to do that. I didn't take the bonus. Like, there's a relic you can start out with that makes you really strong with whelps, but I didn't take it. 2,000 max HP. Let's fight this guy, I guess. I need attack power very, very badly. Last time I was at this phase of the game. There we go. Give me my whelp right there. He's got 100 attack and 200 HP. That'll work. I don't know if I have any armor on the field, but let's get some armor plays going. We'll get a little bit of wind chucked on out there. We'll throw a little bit of damage on him. Oh no, dude, I think he killed my baby. He killed my baby. What a douche. Alright, let's play Sandworm. And then we'll put that right there. So we've got a little more armor coming in. I think Sandworm works the opposite of how I thought it worked. I think you want to play it on Earth cards, and then you get your 800 bonus. Ow, that's stingy. Stop that. I do have a decent amount of armor running right now. Let's keep that going. Ow, 1,600 damage. Good lord. Give me a hatchling over there. Give me another avalanche right there. Throw that on him just so he's on notice. He keeps AoEing every single time I drop a whelp. Unfortunate. Wish that he was not doing that. Me another hatchling. Push him back a ways. Make it so that I'm getting more armor. And we'll dot him up. Ouchie. Alright, so what I need now... Let's go momentum. We'll get a big fire damage off right there just to lower his health ever so slightly. Rage ability is up, so let's light it off for another 1,400. I'm kind of a rage monster. I need to get to my rage phase for my character to really be super effective. He landed on soil, so he gets bonus damage right there. Unfortunate, but can't be helped. Give me another... He's just going to kill it on the next turn. I don't think there's actually a point dropping a whelp right now. Probably shouldn't have done that because he would have taken damage from the lava, but yeah, I was going to say he's going to AoE. I think it's in his rotation right now, so I was ready for it that time. Go ahead and give me some more armor. Fireball him up, and that should be game time. What you got for me, big boss? Plus 500 maximum health. We can go for the mystery. A series of divine questions emerge as a challenge from the gods, promising riches in exchange for your answers. The very essence of this celestial quiz beckons, testing your wit and wisdom in the pursuit of untold wealth. What is the AP cost of a meteor card? I think it's 2. Yeah, we got our 300 bucks right there, but unfortunately we picked 5 tiles and now we gotta fight a boss. It's the Magus that we just fought. I can customize and move some of this stuff around. I'm gonna make it so my fireball gains damage as our health goes down, because I think that'll be helpful. Didn't really get anything that I wanted here. Tough top deck. Okay. Shoot a fireball at her, I guess. He's probably gonna AoE down that whelp on the first turn. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's gonna AoE down the whelp on the first turn, so I don't think it's too big of a problem right there. We are taking more damage than I would like to take right now, unfortunately. But I do have a solution to that problem. It's called roasting everyone alive in their own juices. So there we go. You know. Persona en su jugo. That's what I call that right there. It's a little dish that I've been working on. I think it's gonna be a big hit. Let's go. We've got Sandworm over here, but I need to play that on an Earth interaction for that to really be helpful. I do have a Momentum over here. So let's Fire Breath you to get some lava tiles out. Because I definitely need to have as much lava on the field as possible. So that when we light off our ultimate, it clears out a lot of these little mooks that are in the way. Quite a fun little strategic game, though. I think they're working on something solid here. I'm gonna shoot fire at you. Push you guys back. There's not really any earth tiles to be played with here. I guess I can stack a few up back there so I can start getting some passive armor regen. That's why I didn't play the whelp. He was going to get like 100 damage off, and it wasn't even going to matter. Avalanches are up. We've got Fire Breath over there. I don't have anything that plays off the Fire Breath. But I can get more lava on the field so that deals even more damage. Give me an Avalanche for the extra armor. Get some wind running over there so I can start pushing people around a little bit. We are now officially in phase 2, so my fireballs are going to hit 200 damage harder. Good stuff. Keep him nice and lavaed up. Get a whirlwind going over there. He did land on a soil tile, so we take 1,000 extra. I thought it said if he lands on a soil or a sand tile. He's on a lava tile. Maybe that's bugged. I don't know. Give me a momentum right here. We can finish this off right this second. The good news is because that was a boss fight, we get all of our HP back at the end, so no harm, no foul. Health has been restored. We need to find attack power. I need to find attack power very, very badly. We also get regional bonuses for clearing these out. A series of divine questions. Answer the question right and gain 300 gold. What percentage of HP does the boss have to have left to enter phase 2? That guy right there. We got conquest, so now every earth and boulder gives us 300 armor. Hell yeah, that'll be very, very helpful. I like that idea. If we clear out these 2 tiles, we'll get another bonus. These will give me cards, I guess, so we'll square up with these guys real quick, just because it makes things easier. I'll put that down right there, so that we have a little bit of earth rocking already, because we're going to need armor to mitigate her special ability. She's going to step forward anyways, and so hopefully I can get 1,000 damage when she steps on top of there. Yeah, there we go. Boom, baby. Let's go with a hatchling, just to build up some damage. I'd like to play some whirlwinds, just so I have those kind of ready to rock. We mitigated that one, so that's going to be 0 damage on out because we had armor active. That's good for us. Give me another hatchling. And then we'll just bombard her for right now. There's not really much else that we can do right there. Whelps are doing their thing. Poison cards going on out. And then she got close enough to actually hit us. Fair. Let's get 1,000 damage right there. Push her back. 1,000 damage right there. There we go. Perfect. What card do we have? Apply wind and earth. We got another sandworm right there. I don't really want any of those, so I'm just gonna skip them. None of those seem exciting to me. They don't feel like the kind of thing that I want. Let's get this tile down right here for another relic bonus. Hey, we hit her with the meteor at the outset. That's really nice. What does she do? Turns tiles into holy tiles. Might be a little bit of a headache. Let's throw out some nice early fire breath. We'll get an early whelp out. Many whelps, handle it. She killed my whelp. She done killed my whelp. 1,000 damage right there, though, will be perfectly fine. 1,000 damage right there will be perfectly fine. I don't know what holy tiles do. What does a holy tile do? It benefits hero cards. Okay, so I kind of need to be getting rid of these then. 2 holy blinds right there, although I don't know how that's really going to affect me. Another 1,000 damage out right there. Give me my 800 armor. She's apparently going Super Saiyan over here. She's sitting around just like, nah! Holy blind. Give a random enemy 300 max HP. I don't care about that. That's irrelevant. That's not something that concerns me. Let's roasty toasty them. 1,000 damage right there. Their main hero's now down. They can get the 300 heal. I don't really mind altogether that much. Let's put that right there. I do need to start pushing these guys around a little bit, though. Let me get some damage out right there just to get these archers up and out of my grill. Yeah, roast them up a little bit, too. Yup, human a la flambe, bro. On the plus side, she shot my whelp and not me, so I'll take that. You go right there. That didn't get the kill, but that will. Spread some flame around. I wonder if I play him on a lava tile if I get any kind of bonus. I bet you I do. I need to look at that card a little bit better and figure out exactly what the synergies are. Another one bites the dust. 200 damage. If you're on a lava tile, deal 800 damage. That's an easy pick. We've also got apply wind, a cyclone to an area. We've also got another whirlwind we can play around with right there. Or we can go with a dragon heal, which causes us to inhale, which boosts up our dragon breath and also heals us for 1,000, but it's an exhaust. I'll take it. It's not the worst. We got a skull. Every firebomb explosion has a 25% chance to light off a meteor card. Okay. Let's maybe focus on the conquest of this region, I suppose. I mean, I do have a shop. I guess I can do that. There's no refresh or anything on shops. You just kind of gotta like, ooh, that gives our boulder cards much better mileage. And that right there makes firebombs deal an extra 500 damage. I mean, it's better than nothing. I don't think we need any more avalanches. Hey, there's 100 attack right there. I need that super bad. Give that to me. I want 100 attack, and I want it like right now. Give me all the attack in the world. We have a boulder card right there. We've got a boulder card right there. Oh, never mind. That was a crater. All right. I guess I can scorch a guy. They're not really standing on lava or anything that's going to help me out on that side, but these guys all have to close the gap before they can do anything to me anyways, so shouldn't be that big of a headache. 400 damage. 400 damage. Good stuff. Hatchling would be nice. Push them all back. Yeah, I want them back a little bit. It's a free play that I can make. This sort of just makes life easier. Go ahead and roast them. Give me a hatchling. You shot my hatchling. He was my little homie, too. I'm gonna get rid of the ranged guys first. Love the soundtrack, by the way. Like, the music is dope. Like, they need to keep the music exactly where it's at. The music is exactly the vibe that I want to hear when I am a terrifying death boss, just causing all kinds of mayhem and murder across the land. It makes me feel good. Rage it up. Give me another boulder. And down they go. Plus 100 attack is going to be very helpful. I need plus 100 attack like yesterday. Next boss, it's Marcus Tella. This guy is actually kind of dangerous. The easiest boss is the dwarf boss. There's a dwarf boss that as long as you keep your armor up, he can't really do anything to you. Get that right there. Play the Scorch on him for the early game damage. Maybe start lighting her up a little bit too. 2,000 damage to the boss. Ouchie. I would like to stay in phase 1 for as long as possible because I get a free meteor in phase 1. Makes my life a little easier. So we've got a boulder down right there for a little bit of extra armor. We've got a momentum we can play right there to toast those guys to the best of our ability. Okay, we soaked that a little bit. We had 300 armor, so it should be alright. Fireball went nowhere useful. Wasn't really too much I could do on that turn, in all fairness. Oh, he drained my rage. That's kind of a dick move. Don't do that, bro. Oh, you can buff up the whelps so that they hit harder, too, if you apply earth and stuff to them. Okay. Let's whirlwind you guys back, just for the sake of saying that we did it. It gives me a little something right there. I would have liked to have played another whelp, but... Fireball you, which gives us a firebomb right there. Not crazy helpful. Push him back a little ways. That's got an inhale attached to it, so I don't really want to use it. I guess I'll just scorch him. I don't really have anything else I can do here. Just put earth on that little dude, so he's got a 500 damage that he's dealing. Wow, you can buff these guys out to Kingdom Come. Launch that right there because I think it's a lost cause. Trying to hold our territory. Man, he is draining the hell out of my rage right now. This is upsetting. I don't like this one bit. Continue making him even stronger. Like, I want him to be nasty. Give me an inhale. I could have played Dragon Heal right there. Oh, well. 1,600 damage is good enough for me. I don't think he's going to get me out of phase 1. I think we'll be alright. I think, this pack of nerds yeah, just keep buffing up the whelps and making them stronger. I wouldn't mind since they're stacked up. Oh, I could have played Rage. Alright, phase 2. Play Rage, boss is dead. Little fire breath on you, and that's that. I think the 100 attack is going to be okay. Health is restored. Purchase items, remove cards. 100 attack right there, though. Yeah, let me get 100 attack. I want 100 attack more than I want anything else around here. I don't particularly have anything that excites me. But I can play Sandworm right there and just hope that it fishes out a hit on her. Which it did. Spread that fire around a bit. I would like to run a fire breath. Right there, please. That would be the good stuff. She will probably die to lava. I mean, that'll do it fine, too. That works. Let's go 200 damage to every single enemy on the map. Is anybody standing on lava right now that wants to get roasted? I'll probably just play that right there to keep them at bay. A couple more of them are dying right now. We're taking a little bit of damage, but I got some I got some stoof stacked up at the beginning that I think's going to carry here. I do have a fire breath. And I think that'll work okay right there. Blow her up. Like, the archers are really the thing that we want to focus on. They're the only ones really getting it. Oh, nice. That landed at exactly the right spot. Good stuff. Lava should get her. Oh, I could have inhaled. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Or I can just finish with my ultimate. Yeah, that's fine. Give me the extra attack power. We only really have one spot left we can go to. The Bugaboo gives us a relic because there's a secret thing that happens right here at this phase of the game. I can get 2,000 more HP. Let's just get a little extra HP. I haven't taken any HP. So this is like the supreme hero right here from Stormwind that's going to come out and throw down with you. He's quite challenging and he hits pretty hard. I've got momentum up on the first turn though, which is really nice because it'll let me roast some of his homies on the outset. Throw a little bit of damage at him. He's going to summon a lot of units though, so keep that in mind. This is where wind cards get very, very useful. That random meteor keeps wiping out all my stuff, though. We probably also want to get some armor up and running. Yeah, that'll do it right there. Yup, just in time. He would have dealt 5,000 damage right there if we hadn't had armor up, so I'll take it. Okay, so I've got Fire Breath, I've got Hatchlings. I don't know if anybody's going to mess with my Hatchlings, but I can do that right there to buff them up a little bit. Whirlwind to push all those guys back and keep them up out of my grill. Keep giving him more attack power, I guess. He'll pick people off, and our armor is stacking up to, like, ungodly levels right now. That little relic that gives us 300 armor for every boulder tile is coming through en masse. Let's push everybody back just to keep them away from me. I do have an avalanche I can play, but I don't know if there's anything I want to play it on. Let's just get another whelp, and we'll set him up for success. We're getting some serious mileage out of passive damage right now. Oh, he's got an AoE. It killed all my whelps. Okay, well, that strategy was found to be ruthlessly inefficient. All right, fair enough. Let's get some more armor stacked up. And let's get lava under his feet. We'll get a scorch under his feet. I need to start getting some damage off on him. Otherwise, this is not going to work out long term. He's giving buffs to allies, but I think we should be able to keep most of his dudes back with that whirlwind tile, as long as it doesn't get hit by a meteor. Let's do that. Remember, I get bonus for every lava tile on the field when I light this off. So that's 1,600 damage out right there, which is good because he stacked up a lot of armor. 10,000 damage to the boss, but we soaked it. Okay, whirlwind all these guys backing out of my business. Give me a fire breath right there. Give me a fireball right there, and we're almost through his armor. I don't think the footmen are going to matter just because, I mean, the only way the footmen matter is if my meteor messes things up for me. Which it did. It got rid of some of my armor gen. Bummer. There's an inhale component on that, so I'm going to take it. We're going to go for 1,800 damage right there. That's all that I can really do for the moment, but our mitigation is okay. Okay, lots of lava tiles up. If we can just get rage cooking, we're going to be in really good shape. Get him with a scorch. I would like to get some more earth tiles set up, just in the off chance. Like, he's got that big 10k hit coming back out. And I'd like to get my armor set back up. So you guys all get pushed backwards. You guys all get pushed backwards. I don't have anything to combo into my fire breath. But it does get me to a rage stack, which allows me to clear the field a little bit. And we threw another meteor out. Okay, 1500 armor soaks. But he does get his attack because he made it to adjacency. Yeah, just keep fireballing, I guess. I don't want to play these, but I get the feeling I've got a lot of them in my deck right now. 4 of them. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just play them to get them out for right now. He's not really doing anything terrifying at the moment. I already got boulders out right there. Go ahead and play that, I guess. I'm waiting for his AoE to go off so I can put out hatchlings. Yeah, that'll do it. Giant light spear to the face. That'll definitely settle you down if you're feeling a little cranky. I think I get more damage out of just bombarding him with fireballs. He gets heroism in 1 turn. I don't know what heroism means. Oh, it's because, okay, it's because of my armor. Gotcha. That's where he does like that big super attack. And get him with a scorch right there. That looks good to me. Maybe a little bit of something like that. Something like that on the combo. I'm gonna play those. Oh no, I'm gonna get my armor back. It's okay. Armor spawns at the end of the turn. I thought that I torpedoed my armor right before he did his giant nuclear attack. I'd like it if your money, you actually had a money pile that was commensurately large to the amount of cash your character has, and it'd be even better if the little relics were scattered inside of there too as you were playing. That's one of those little visual details that makes a game way, way better. I don't know what I'm doing here. 2,800 damage from the rage attack. Hell yeah. But this turn's going to start hurting. I'm just letting you know. The footmen have almost made it to the front lines. And this is where we're going to start to sting a little bit. This is where things are going to start feeling bad. And so we need to start taking care of problems out here. Roast you guys. He's got a lot of armor up. It's unfortunate. We may be able to pull this one out. I don't know. With all that armor up, it's definitely getting a little bit more dubious. If I light that, what does that do? It does a fire tornado. Oh, I gained 5 rage for that. Do I want the 5 rage? That didn't give me rage. Oh, it gives me an AP back. That's an interaction that probably would have been super helpful that I hadn't noticed. I don't think he really has any allies to buff, so I think we should be golden here. Down he goes. I like those little animations and stuff that they give you. And so his little homies from Stormwind and Ironforge and Darnassus and all that are going to jump in right now and then warp him on out, and that's going to be the end of the demo. But there is more stuff to unlock, and there is more stuff to play around with. I mean, I've unlocked titles, I've killed people. This is interesting. I don't particularly like card games, but I find this to actually be fairly intellectually satisfying. This is one of those games that's a bit of a thinker. Like, you got to think about where you're putting stuff. I think the UI feels a little bit cheap, and it doesn't feel heavy and embossed enough for being a game about being a dragon hoarding gold and whatnot. There's sound effects missing and things of that nature, but I think it's a pretty sick game. None Shall Intrude. Hopefully you guys liked it. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on in, and that's all I got for you. Bye, folks.